Good evening, my lovely little dolls. This game does have some warnings. It's going to be graphic, very mature behavior, and suggestive content. So be prepared. Oh, Kingdom of Marionettes. I like this. Look at that. Okay, let me make sure I'm still out of the box. And question of the day is marionettes or puppets, as I am actually a marionette myself. Who would have thought I'd end up trapped in a situation this strange? I love the dialogue box. Look how cute it is. Puppets? Are puppets less scary than marionettes? It all started because I was desperately looking for a job. Why is that a trope? Of course, I was desperate. My savings were running low, and I still had countless living expenses plus debt to pay. I'd applied to all kinds of places, but it felt like luck absolutely hated me. In a situation like this, I no longer cared what kind of job it was, as long as it paid. Cleaning toilets, catching bears, I'd do anything. That's when I found this job online. Kingdom of Marionettes, job application, night security. Position, night security officer. Location, Kingdom of Marionettes Theater. Working hours, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Contract duration, indefinite. Requirements, age 20 to 35, physically and mentally healthy, not easily frightened, able to stay awake throughout the night, willing to follow all rules without questions. Job description, keep the theater safe from vandal, clean the theater, make sure none of the puppets are missing and walking around. Monitor CCTV cameras. Man, that was hard to read. A security position at an abandoned theater. Seriously. What a place that no longer operates even need a security guard. Nothing sketchy here? I think it's a wonderful job opportunity. It sounds like something I would actually do for a living. Kingdom of Marionettes. I heard this place used to be famous for its puppet performances long ago. Oh, only 3 duties. Duty number 1, keep the theater safe from vandals. I could probably manage that. Duty number 2, clean the theater. That's technically outside a security guard's job, but whatever, as long as it pays. Duty number 3, make sure none of the puppets are missing and walking around. Maybe I'm just so sleep deprived that I misread it? Make sure none of the puppets are missing and walking around. Wait. Walking around. Make sure there are no puppets walking around? What does that mean? It means we're gonna have a FNAF situation. Maybe they meant making sure no one steals the puppets? Yeah, that has to be it. Whoever wrote this must be joking. They're not. Ha 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 ha. Alright then, let's do this. What do we have to lose? Here it is. After all this time, I finally got a job. Why is there unknown accidents and missing? Strangely enough, this job didn't require an interview. When I contacted them yesterday, everything was settled almost immediately. I wish job hunting was like that. I always thought this was a scam, but thankfully, it wasn't. Alright, I have 3 tasks. First, keep the place safe from vandals. Fortunately, there hasn't been many signs of trouble so far. That only leaves cleaning the theater and making sure all the puppets are accounted for. Oh, clean up. Boss said I could clean a little by little. There's no need to finish everything in one day. In that case, I'll start by cleaning the stage. I head towards the storage room to gather some cleaning supplies. God, it's dark in here. I can barely see anything. There's props in here? I turn on the light. I tried to turn on the lights, but of course, it was broken. As expected. I turn on my flashlight. Much better. The storage room itself is quite dirty. I'll clean it another time, though. Oh, that was loud. I'm so focused on gathering the supplies that I flinch when my foot steps onto something. It's a ball! When I look down, I see a red ball. Oh, it's just a ball. I don't remember seeing a red ball earlier. I must have just missed it. Oh. Once I'm sure I've gathered all the cleaning supplies, I head back towards the stage. The stage. Oh, the balls. I would love this job. I would have fun cleaning to my heart's content. I won't lie. This corridor is pretty unsettling. Not just the corridor, either. This entire place feels creepy and dark. Rusty doors are covered with a layer of old newspapers. Cracked walls are smeared with graffiti left behind by vandals. Most of the lights are broken or dead. Only a few are still on, and even those flicker. Dust and grime clinging to every corner. Of course, that's not surprising. This puppet theater has been closed for a very long time. If I remember correctly, Kingdom of Marionettes shut down around the year I was born. Oh, no, that's a shame. Has no one really tried to take care of this place all this time? It feels like such a waste to leave it abandoned. This place still looks so grand. Maybe this place could be repurposed into a cinema? Or a high-end restaurant? Or perhaps someone might even reopen this puppet theater. That would certainly be interesting. Wow, that's a lot of seats. Oh, so much things to fix and clean. I start sweeping the stage floor, moving from one end to the other. Just sweeping the stage floor alone is enough to exhaust me. The stage is enormous, and the thick layer of dust are stubborn and hard to sweep away. You know, you don't have the right cleaning products. I look around me, then towards the audience seat. This is gonna take longer than I thought. We don't even get a chance to have a name, we just have you. After cleaning the stage for what feels like 2 or 3 hours, I finally finish. Well, at least the stage itself is done. At this rate, I'll probably need around 2 full days just to clean this area alone. My body is completely worn out from all the sweeping, mopping, cleaning the curtains, and everything else. I don't have the strength to continue. It's probably because I rarely exercise and lived off of instant noodles. No wonder my stamina is terrible. What can I do? For now, I'll stop cleaning. Check the puppets! According to Boss, there are around 20 puppets in this theater. That's quite a lot. I walk towards the room where all the puppets are stored, located at the very end of the corridor. Seriously, who thought it was a good idea to place the puppet room at the end of such a dark hallway? I must be so desperate for money that I feel like someone who actually enjoyed walking into a haunted house. I grip the doorknob and take a deep breath before finally opening the door. Oh, this is the puppet room? I didn't get it wrong, did I? Okay, so king, wizard, maid, chef, priest, butler, knight, jester. Interesting. If you ask me, it looks more like a prison. I was expecting to see a bunch of puppets hanging on the walls or something like this. But strangely enough, each puppet seems to have its own room. And if there's 20 puppets... 20 puppets! Alright, time to start counting. I take out a piece of paper containing the list of puppets. Who should I check first? Check the jester! Let's see the jester puppet. I walk towards the door with the name Jester written on it, and then I check through the viewing slot in the door. The Jester puppet room is decorated with striped patterns in various colors, mostly black, red, and yellow. It's filled with all kind of acrobatic props, balls, a unicycle, and many others. As I look more closely, I finally spot the Jester puppet standing in the corner of the room. I can't see its face since the puppet is slightly hunched over, but at least I know it's there. Jester puppet check. The knight. I walk towards the door labeled Knight. The knight puppet room is neatly kept. Sturdy, an imposing shield is mounted on the wall, along with various other shield decorations. There are quite a lot of number of shields, all in different shapes and designs. On the bed, I see a puppet sitting upright, a dark red cloak draped over its face. I'm certain it's the night puppet. Check! The king puppet. I walked towards the door labeled king. When I look inside, the room is lavish. There is a king-size bed with curtains, a comfortable-looking chassis, lounge, and several paintings by the looks of it. I examine every corner of the room, but I can't find the king puppet anywhere. Oh no. Is the king puppet missing? I checked the puppet list I'm carrying, but I don't see the king puppet's name on it either. I suppose there was never a king puppet to begin with, or has it been missing for a long time? Check the next puppet. I've only checked 2 puppets so far. I better hurry and report the results to the boss. Oh, after spending a few more minutes checking the puppets, I finally finish. Every puppet listed is present. All done. I head straight to my room and report to the boss. All of my tasks are finished. Now all that's left is to stand guard. Being a security guard doesn't seem so bad. I get paid just for keeping watch. The pay isn't great, but better than nothing. What should I do while I'm on watch? I'm so tired, but I can't afford to fall asleep. Weak. I take out my phone and start browsing the internet. My knowledge about this theater is still pretty limited, and my curiosity gets the better of me. So I decide to look up some information online. Why would you get the job without doing some information about it beforehand? Kingdom of Marionettes, a puppet theater that tells the story of an everyday life of puppets in a kingdom. No wonder the puppets I saw earlier were all dressed in outfits from a royal era. Kingdom of Marionettes was known for its amusing and memorizing performances, enhanced by the puppets' charming designs. Was that place really that famous back then? They even sold merchandise and all that kind of stuff. There was even a poll for a favorite character. That was kind of cute. First place went to the Jester. People really do like odd characters, huh? Second place was the Knight. Third was the Wizard. I ended up getting completely absorbed in all this information about the theater, and before I realized it, I've been scrolling for half an hour. Oh crap, I need to check the CCTV. Okay. Look at that bunny. Look at that bunny. There's a missing incident. Missing people. Check corridor 1. I checked the cameras at the corridor. At corridor 1. There's nothing there. Outer gate. I checked the camera on the outer gate. There's nothing in there. Theater hall. I checked the camera at the theater hall. There's nothing there. Storage. I checked the storage camera. There's nothing. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Hello? I take back what I said. Someone just passed through the storage room. Was that a vandal? No, that doesn't make sense. How did they get inside? Damn it, I need to check it right now before those vandals do something that'll make my job even harder. I quickly grab a flashlight and a baton to defend myself, then rush out of the room towards the storage area. At least we're prepared to fight. When I arrive at the storage room, I find nothing. However, the storage door is open, proof that what I saw on the CCTV was real and not just my imagination. I have a bad feeling. Whoever this person is, they're somewhere in the corridor. I grip my baton lightly as I can and slowly step into the hallway. At least we're prepared. It's pitch dark. I better turn on the flashlight. Oh, it's the night? Alright. What is that? After turning on the flashlight, I can finally see the dark path stretching out in front of me. That has to be the night. I can see why the night would be second place. Quite the jail-like atmosphere. It is, but I find it pleasant. But I can also see something else. A tall figure standing at the far end of the corridor. The figure is draped in a red cloak, its edges torn and ragged. Its outfit resembles that of a knight. No, this isn't a vandal. It's the night puppet I checked earlier. How could a puppet be standing here? There's no way. Puppets don't move. Maybe some vandals broke in and moved the night puppet here, and because they noticed me, they put it back so they could escape as quickly as possible? Yeah, that has to be it. Before I can calm myself with all these possibilities, the puppet's head moves and turns to look straight at me. I take back what I just said. Intruder. That puppet can talk? Calm down, don't panic. But what should I do in this situation? Oh, keep silent. I forgot we could save. I just stand there frozen. Okay, so if we go back, and then we're gonna save. Let's quickly do that. I keep forgetting. Keep silent. I just stand there, frozen. I don't know what to do. Even if I say something, I'm afraid it's only gonna make things worse. I never imagined a situation where a puppet would speak to me. You know what? Suddenly, in a blink of the eye, a hand clamps around my throat. I can see why everyone likes the night puppet, I'm gonna be honest. Look at those striking eyes. Ugh. The night puppet is right in front of me, choking me with terrifying speed. Once again, an intruder. Seems more and more intruders have been coming to this kingdom lately. How fortunate. His grip tightens around my neck, cutting off my air. He's going to kill me. I struggle with every strength I have, punching his arm, kicking his legs, trying desperately to break free. But it's useless. He's far stronger than me. He doesn't even budge. My vision grows blurrier, sinking deeper into darkness. Is this really how my life ends, killed by a living puppet? Oh, just before my consciousness completely fades, a hand suddenly covers my eyes. What are you doing in here? Huh? Who is behind me? Another puppet? Niter, I believe I've mentioned this before. Wouldn't it be better if any visitors who wander into our kingdom were entrusted to me? For what? So you can carry out that absurd plan of yours? My friend, you're free to doubt me if you wish. I wouldn't fault you for it, but I do need this visitor. You understand that much, don't you? Suddenly, the corridor falls silent. I have no idea what's happening. The night puppet, named Niter, snorts in irritation before abruptly releasing his grip from my throat. I heard his footsteps fading away, a clear sign that he left. Yet the hands covering my eyes don't move, gently keeping my vision obscure. Then I feel another hand slowly rest on my shoulder, making me flinch. Easy now. The danger has passed. You may allow yourself to relax. Why don't you come with me for the time being? I assure you I'm not someone you need to fear. After all, any guest who sets foot in this kingdom ought to be welcomed properly. Wouldn't you agree? Alright. Whoever's standing behind me sounds friendly enough. Still, it's probably best I just go along with it. I nod my head. Excellent. Now come with me. Do I have a choice? The figure behind me guides me forward, leading me where they want while keeping my eyes covered. After a while, he stops. We've arrived. Now please, take a seat here and make yourself comfortable. They gently guided me down into a seat. Then, their hand moves away from my eyes, finally allowing me to see. This is the theater hall. I turn around, trying to see who has been guiding me all this time. But there's no one there. Wait, where did they go? Hello? Boo! Oh, it's the Jester puppet! You know, I get it. I can see why he would be number one. I can see why Jester Puppet would always be number one. Ah! Still, unprepared and struggling to process what happened, I scream when, without warning, someone stands right in front of me. I'm gonna be honest, I do prefer the Night Puppet, but Jester Puppet's not looking too bad. He gently covers my mouth, as if signaling that he won't hurt me and keeping me silent. Shh. I can feel my soul almost slip from my body for a second. Slowly, he pulls his hand away from my lip. A figure is dressed like a jester, bells hanging from the tips of its hood, and an outfit is colored red, black, white, and yellow. Oh, interesting. I like the makeup. Wait a second, isn't that... He is the Jester Puppet. He moves on his own. I remember the list of duties I read before applying yesterday. Make sure none of the puppets are missing, and walking around. At this moment, I believe it after seeing Night Puppet and Jester Puppet moving with my own eyes and mind. This isn't a joke. They're alive. The puppet then snaps his finger, and in an instant, he disappears from in front of me. What? Where did he go now? Oh! A hand so small and soft, like cotton, like a kitten's paw. He caresses my arm gently with his puppet hand. That is cool animation. Oh my goodness, that is cool. A form so small, so easily broken, yet somehow brimming with warmth and movement. A vassal that recites, trembles, and changes so beautifully. And that face, always shifting, always telling stories without meaning to. Is he examining me? You really are a human. Yes, I'm a human. I reply in a nervous voice, laced with fear. Seconds passed, then hours, days, weeks, months, years. It has been so very long since all that faded away. A kingdom that was once so lively, so magnificent, so full of joy, has now been reduced to silence. A kingdom that was once led by a ruler who once guided us all towards our purpose, towards our lives, has now vanished. Like fledgling birds abandoned by their parents before they were ever ready to fly, we were left to be guided by confusion, by despair. We move without direction or destination, not knowing where we are meant to go. And yet, we believe that someday a new light will appear to guide us. A leader who will give us life once more and lead us towards the lives we were always meant to live. We waited, and we hoped and waited, round and around, over and over, until the two became indistinguishable, as though they were never meant to be apart. And so that circle endured. It lingered through the passage of time, until now, until this very day, which quietly dares to call itself a turning point. Will this circle continue its gentle, merciless dance, unbroken, unchanged? Or will it, at last, begin to crack, to fracture, and finally shatter, granting us release from the loop we call life? What is he talking about all of a sudden? I don't understand. Is he telling me a fairy tale? Oh, look at the little bow tie. A kingdom, a place never far removed from politics. A realm steeped in tension, where seriousness lurks beneath its lavish, glittering surface. Like ice, bitterly cold, it requires at least a touch of warmth. No, perhaps what of that warmth to keep its balance. And that is precisely why I am here, to soften the air, to deliver laughter, to carry joy wherever it dares to fade. Now, can you guess who I am? This puppet seems to really enjoy talking. You're a jester? Ding, ding, ding. Correct. Even kings bow to jesters. Though to be precise, jester is merely my role. Allow me to properly introduce myself to you, sweet human. My name is Justin. You may call me Jest Yen. This is gonna be a fun name. Though some prefer Jest, Jesty, Tintin, and quite a few other variations, I'm afraid. Now that I have offered you my name, allow me, just this once, to ask for yours in return. 7. Nah. Kamari. We sound like a fish. Kamari. What a lovely name for such a lovely soul. I feel like we're gonna get eaten. And your pronouns? You know what, we're gonna go with she, her. I want to see what... I like being called my lady. I feel like that's more powerful than my lord. Or anything like that. But my lady carries power. Understood. I like it when games ask us this, and it's more in a story-like sense, asking for a name and pronouns like that, instead of at the beginning. But tell me, what brings you to this kingdom, I wonder? Are you perhaps carrying out a duty for the crown? He keeps referring to this theater as a kingdom. It's starting to confuse me. Also, the way he speaks is really strange. But whatever, I'll play along for now. I just want to get out of here as soon as possible. I'm just a security guard. My job is to watch over this theater and do a bit of cleaning on the side. I hope my answer satisfies him. But suddenly he starts laughing, and I have no idea why. Is my answer really that amusing to him? A guardian, is it? Such a noble calling. A protector of the kingdom, one who stands firm, fighting on until the very last drop of blood. And yet, regrettably, you cannot become a guardian here. What do you mean? You see, we already have a knight who serves as this kingdom's shield. His name is Niter, and we have no intention of welcoming another. Wow, yes, wow is a good phrase. One knight is more than sufficient. Is he talking about the roles in this theater? Oh, then I'll just be a cleaner, I guess. We already have plenty of maids here, and I do not think it would be possible for us to add another. Alright then I suppose I'll just be a no one. Let me be a tree! Oh no. Everyone who comes here must have a role of their own. And the role that currently stands vacant is the king. The queen. The ruler of the kingdom. Alright, but why is only the position of king empty? What happened to the previous king? When I checked the puppets earlier, there was a room labeled the king, so the king puppet must have existed at one point. Sadly, he passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences? It's all right, my dear. That is simply how life is. People come and go. It's part of a cycle you cannot escape. I believe humans understand that very much. Then He then claps his hands. It's been a very long time since the king passed. The kingdom has grown terribly dark, filled with silence, without direction or joy. I must admit, it has grown rather boring in here. Oh no. But now that I've met such a sweet human before me, why don't you indulge me in a little game, Your Majesty? Your Majesty? Me? I am a puppet like you, good sir. His smile widens. Yes, let us play a bit of acting. You shall pretend to be the queen, and I will be your jester. Oh, do forgive me. I've been a jester from the very beginning. How foolish of me. I'm calling him Jest. Jest for... I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, and I'm scared. Do you want to be the ruler? You know what? I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to be a ruler. Stressful, but fun. If you have the right education for it. Jest then snaps his finger, and before I knew it, he had moved on to the stage. Oh, so that's his full... You know what? I like his outfit. Look at his little snatched waist. Now then, shall we allow the performance to begin? Wait, I've never acted before. I don't even know how to... Oh, no, my dear. Simply live, as though you've always been the ruler of this kingdom. Jess snaps his finger again. In an instant, I found myself already on the stage, seated upon a plush throne, a crown resting upon my head. What? Oh, I like the music. The music's nice. We get a soundtrack. One day, beneath the scorching summer sun, the kingdom was struck by trouble once more. The farmers were filled with sorrow, as the relentless heat of summer scorched the land. Crops withered and failed under their drought, leaving the fields barren. As a result, the farmers suffered great losses, with no harvest left to sell. In the end, the farmers brought their plight before Her Majesty, hoping she might receive aid and relief. Interesting. Where did the narrator come from? I look around, trying to find the source of the voice. That sounded like a narrator? Unspoken forces. Within the kingdom, Her Majesty sat upon her throne, her expression clouded with confusion. When Jestin, the royal jester, appeared before her to relay the troubles faced by the farmers. Good evening, Your Majesty. Jest appeared and bowed before me with utmost reverence. What a truly beautiful day it is. A day just as fitting to tend to the little troubles stirring within the kingdom. Wouldn't you agree, Your Majesty? Troubles in the kingdom? Indeed, Your Majesty. As of late, the townfolk have begun to voice their worries. The harvests have failed, brought low by the relentless droughts of the dry season. As one might expect, such misfortunes have left them quite lacking in means. Please, come in, dear guest. A man who worked as a farmer then entered. After a jest, granted the man permission to enter. Suddenly, a puppet dressed as a farmer stepped forward and knelt before me. Greetings, Your Majesty. Please forgive my boldness, but we come before you to humbly seek your aid. Due to the failed harvest, we no longer have the means to replace the crops that withered, nor do we have the funds to meet our daily needs. Thus we beg you to grant us your guidance. Having been dragged into this role of a queen without warning, confusion washed over me. My own troubles were far from resolved, and now I was expected to find a way to save the farmers as well. That's a lot of information. It is a lot of information. These guys are info dumping us. What am I supposed to do? Oh, build a water channel. I don't know much about farming, but I once read that droughts can be handled by building water channels. I don't think that's a bad idea, hopefully. How about we build water channels? That way the crops won't dry out. Upon hearing the Queen's decision to build the water channels, the farmer's heart danced with joy. Oh, thank goodness! My knowledge has finally come to for usefulness. Alright, that narrator's voice, that coming from who knows where, was starting to make me uneasy. The farmer seems to think for a moment, then nodded in agreement. Of course, Your Majesty, that is a good idea. I sigh with relief. Then I will provide the funds to build the channels as soon as possible. Very well, Your Majesty. Thank you very much. With a joyful heart, the farmer finally left the palace to deliver the good news. The farmer puppet then stood up and left the stage. Goodbye, farmer puppet. You were good, I guess. After that, the farmer stood up and walked off. Goodbye, off the stage. But did they go stage left or stage right? Questions. I could feel Jess' gaze on me. A truly admirable choice, Your Majesty. Water channels to fight droughts, a solution that looks far into the future. You thought about the next season, and the season after that. He paused, smiling. Perhaps a little too far. Tell me, Your Majesty, what was the farmer's problem right now? Huh? The drought caused the crops to fail, leaving them with no income to buy new seeds, and no money to meet their daily needs. Oh, excellent, you remember. 5 stars for vision. And yet a hungry farmer cannot heed a future harvest. He chuckled softly. It seems you may need to do a little bit more simply building water channels. Oh, he is right. Being a queen is really hard. I mean, I'm just a security guard desperate for money just to survive. And now all of a sudden, I'm being dragged into playing the role of a queen by living puppets. I'm really not fit to be a leader. Is it finished? Finished? If governing a kingdom were that simple, Your Majesty, I fear we would have had far fewer queens. There's still more. The day passed slowly within the kingdom, and without Her Majesty realizing it, the time that had once shown 9 in the morning had already advanced to 1 in the afternoon. At that very moment, a formal letter from another kingdom suddenly arrived. Upon learning of this, the butler promptly took the letter and set out to deliver it to Her Majesty. Suddenly, a butler-dressed puppet approached Jest and handed him a parchment scroll. Jest read it for a moment. His expression turned focus before his eyes shifted towards me, and that wild smile returned to his face. Your Majesty, we have received a most astonishing and rather intriguing request from the neighboring kingdom. I'm gonna make another bad decision, aren't I? It's all written here in ink upon the scroll. In short, they wish to purchase a small piece of land along our border, under the pretense of facilitating trade. Should Your Majesty agree to this arrangement, they are prepared to offer compensation in gold coins, an amount I'm quite certain would give Your Majesty a heart attack on the spot. So then, what will you do, Your Majesty? I know, this is starting to sound complicated. What should I do? I mean, I don't think it's a good idea. There are other ways to start trade than buying a piece of land. Decisions. Save. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need it. 1, 2, or 3. I kind of want to refuse or at least delay and get more information, you know? Okay. Well, we saved, so worst case scenario. Of course, Your Majesty. After all, a choice left undecided is still a choice. Time, however, is rarely as patient as we wish it to be. Very well then, I shall inform our neighbours of Your Majesty's will. And I believe that, for now, the matters Your Majesty was required to resolve have reached the end of today's program. You may rest your head now, Your Majesty. Finally, it ends. I don't know if my brain can handle these kingdom things anymore. Before I'm finally able to let myself relax, my phone rings. What is that stare? I feel like I'm gonna be murdered again. Oh no. It has to be my debt collector. I really don't want to deal with this right now. I don't have the money to pay. But I don't really have a choice in the matter. Hello? Kumara, you know why I'm calling you, don't you? Of course. So, I'm sorry I can't pay it right now. But I just got a job again. You just need to wait until payday. Fine, but remember, you've already delayed this for 5 months. I know. Thank you for your understanding. Moments after ending the call, I lean my body against my seat, needing a brief rest. Will this lovely jester of ours, Jest, take care of the debt collector for us and just take out their lives permanently, would solve our problem? I have to pay it within a month. I run my fingers through my hair in frustration before remembering that Jest was still standing in front of me. Whoops. Oh, sorry, Jest. That was just a personal matter. Suddenly, Jest's hand was gently closed around my shoulders. He looked at me with a wild smile of his. Your Majesty, your personal matters are the kingdom's matters, and that makes them my concern as well as the kingdom's jester. The debt collectors suck. Yes, they do. From what I observe in your conversation through that technology just now, it seems Your Majesty is in debt to another kingdom. Am I correct? Yeah. His hands on my shoulder gently knead the tension away. Instantly, I felt myself relaxed. You may tell me your troubles, Your Majesty. After all, I am your most loyal and only jester. I've been thinking about the kingdom's finances for a long time now. They've been dwindling more and more. Oh my. Yeah, back then you could say I formed a sort of relationship with the ruler of another kingdom. That kingdom needed help because they were facing a similar problem. But in the end, that kingdom was only exploiting me, and then they betrayed me. So I had to borrow funds from another kingdom, and now our kingdom is burdened with that considerable debt. I've been trying to find another source of income just to keep things stable. After explaining all my troubles through full of metaphors, Jess said nothing for a while. Silence wrapped itself around the air between us. Do you know why a lion is honored as the king of the forest, Your Majesty? For a second, I felt confused by a sudden question about a lion. Because they're majestic? Indeed. They are majestic. They are fearsome. They are resilient, apex predators, standing at the very top. Now imagine a rabbit. Why is the rabbit never called the king of the forest? Because rabbits are too gentle, small, not frightening enough. Gentle. Far too hesitant and, tragically human. And most importantly, trusting others a little too easily. Very noble qualities for a suffering soul. Less so for a queen. You thought that by helping others, they would like you. That they would smile at you, stand beside you, and call you a friend. And then boom, what a delightful surprise. You have been fooled, tricked, played like a lovely little tune. He laughed maniacally. Isn't that just perfectly ironic? Jess spoke with a smile, each laugh delicate and polite. Yet every word felt like a sharp blade pressed against my chest. I once read that a jester's task in a kingdom is to entertain, and part of that is revealing truth through jest. Laugh with it. I see it now, yes. I must follow the game. You're not wrong. You see, Your Majesty, the rule of this world are not some sweet little fables where kindness is always repaid in kind. I believe you already know that. Sometimes the game is far more simpler than that. Sometimes the rule is merely eaten or be eaten. Do you mean I should become a lion? Oh, no, Your Majesty. That won't be necessary. Why? The look on your face alone, so deprived of sleep, it's already quite terrifying. He laughs mockingly as he watches me frown. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I was only joking. I'm not telling you to become a lion. Have you ever considered combining a rabbit and a lion? Wouldn't that look like some kind of mutant? Not that sort of combination, Your Majesty. He waved a finger lightly. The appearance of a rabbit, yet the heart of a lion. Like a wolf beneath sheep's clothing, if you ask me. He pauses. And also, trust only those around you whom you truly know. Those who will remain loyal to you, no matter what. Difficult? Yes. But that is simply the truth. And after that, perhaps those loyal to you may even help you destroy the ones who have hurt you. Just for you. You do understand what I mean, do you not, Your Majesty? His words leave me lost in thought. Now that I think about it, I really am a people pleaser. I understand, but changing isn't that easy. Jess lets out a soft chuckle. His eyes narrow as his smile slowly widens. Quite right, Your Majesty, and that is precisely why. Perhaps instead of asking what more you can give, you should ask yourself what you are still refusing to take. Jess steps away from me, giving me space to ponder the meaning of his words. His words are always hard to understand. He claps his hands, snapping me out of thought. Now, allow me to present you with entertainment. You must be tired working all day. Yes, Your Majesty? Much as I adore that expression of yours, like a bat awakened in broad daylight, I would still rather not see you forever wearing a face so utterly devoid of joy. He chuckles softly. It leaves me with far too little to laugh at. I shall make you smile once more, melting the chill of your life, the fire of delight I bring. Allow me. Jess snaps his finger. In an instant, something appears on his hands. It was a small, rectangular object, wrapped in a layer of gold and tied neatly with a red ribbon. What is it? Jess then hands it to me, allowing me to open it myself. Chocolate? Indeed, Your Majesty. Everyone loves chocolate. Who doesn't? So I do hope you like it. And it's not just any ordinary chocolate. I craft every step of it with all my heart, carefully, gently, and with the utmost devotion. So I hope you'll savor my handmade chocolate and not forget the color of its wrapping, Your Majesty. Let's save. You know what? We're gonna eat it, see what happens. If we die, we die. Well, since it was already given to me, I couldn't refuse. I don't have the heart to. We just proved that we're a people pleaser, but oh well. I broke off a piece of the chocolate and put it in my mouth. The moment it touched my tongue, I could feel it melting. But at the same time, I saw Jess' smile sharpened, and that's when I felt it. A burning sensation spread across my tongue. Oh dear, it seems someone forgot the color of the wrapping. Jess chuckled softly at my face, turning red from the heat. What kind of chocolate is this? I love jalapeno chocolates. They're nice to warm you up, providing you get the right ones. It's chocolate, of course, but I find the unusual ingredient rather dull. Nothing new. How boring. And then a brilliant idea struck me. Why not add something new to the recipe? So I added chili powder. I stared at him, completely speechless. What kind of thinking is that? It's really good chocolate, though. It really is. Poor you, Your Majesty. But that flustered red and expression of yours is simply adorable. Jess then hands me a glass of water to drink. How did I fall for his prank so easily? Please forgive me, Your Majesty. I'll give you a proper entertainment this time. I promise it isn't another prank. Jess snaps his fingers. Ball. Balls? You're gonna juggle? Correct. Without waiting any longer, he begins to juggle with remarkable skills. The balls flew from one hand to another, mixed with a few flashy tricks. It was obvious he had done this countless times before. Then his gaze shifted towards me. You must continue my juggling, Your Majesty. Wait, what? Before I could finish my sentence, Jess tossed all the balls towards me. No matter how hard I tried, it was hopeless. The balls slipped from my hands and hit the floor before I can even keep them in the air. Seeing my pathetic attempts, Jess burst into laughter. Surely, Your Majesty, you cannot even catch them, let alone juggle. Of course not, I've never done this before. The balls rolled across the stage, scattering at my feet. Do not look so defeated already, Your Majesty. Here I thought humans were quite good at catching things. Opportunity, promises, responsibilities. He chuckled softly as if he just told a harmless joke. You threw them at me without warning. Did I? He tilted his head, the bells on his hood chiming faintly. My apologies then. Sometimes I forget that not everyone enjoys surprises as much as I do. He bent down and picked up one of the fallen balls, spinning it lightly on his palm. Tell me, what do you think juggling is, Your Majesty? Throwing things? Trying not to drop them? Ho-ho! An honest answer. I like it. Juggling is balance, timing, knowing which ball to catch first, and which one you must allow to fall. He casually tosses the balls into the air, catching it with ease. Then he lets the ball slip from his fingers and hit the stage with a dull sound. He then stares back at me. Well, as the jester who's good at juggling, why don't you teach me? He freezes for a moment. Teach you? You mean teach you how to juggle? Yes, at the very least, I want to try not dropping them right away. Truthfully, I'm already exhausted, but I feel like I cannot stop here. Jess' surprised expressions slowly turns into a wide smile. How interesting. Very well then. He picks up the balls that had fallen and hands them back to me. Go on, give it a try. I brace myself and start tossing the balls, but Jess's gaze make me nervous. Even so, I throw them into the air. Jess lets out a soft laugh as he watches my attempt. Your Majesty, it can hardly be called juggling if you do it that slowly. Oh, come on, I'm learning here. He snaps his finger, and suddenly, more balls appear in his hands. He begins juggling as well, though it feels less like practice and more like showing off. He performs trick after tricks with ease, while I continue tossing the ball slowly. But I insist on calling it juggling. The way he teases me is genuinely irritating. When I try to speed up, a few balls nearly slip from my hands, and some fall to the floor. Haha, come now, accept it, you simply cannot do it, Your Majesty. but I asked you to teach me, not mock me. I don't feel like you'd teach me something about juggling. I do, my dear. I teach you through experience. I don't think that's how it works. Ah, but what a truly remarkable enthusiasm for learning, dear. Such dedication surely deserves a gift. Jest suddenly tosses a single ball towards me, startling me and causing all of my balls to fall. As I try to catch it, the ball suddenly vanishes into thin air. Oh, it seems your catching skills are just as dreadful, Your Majesty. Allow me. I shall catch it for you. His arm reached out, stopping just behind my ear. Care to guess where the ball is? Oh, no. You know what? Sure. Left. When I choose his left hand, a small snake doll appears. An excellent choice, Your Majesty. A gift from me to you. I like the little snake. That's cute. Look at the little snake. He takes a step back. Did he just do a magic trick? Oh, that's so cool. How did you do that? Enlighten me. Jest fell silent for a moment before his smile slowly returned. That is a Jester's secret, my dear. I could never tell you. Jest said teasingly. Then, can I see more? Oh? Why did he make such an expression? Did I say something wrong? Is he not used to having attention? Oh! Oh, I painted myself a target. Such a curious little thing. He starts to clench his hands, then begin to pull a piece of cloth from his palm. As he pulls, the cloth only grew longer and longer. How is that possible? He squeezes the cloth tightly. What is he doing now? When he opens it again, a small rabbit doll suddenly appears inside. That's amazing. Look at the cute little bunny. I like the bunny. The bunny's cute. Can we keep the bunny? I hope that's possible. And now the Royal Jester's magic show has come to an end. Thank you for your attention. I believe your time in this kingdom has now come to an end. I am confused by what he means, but when I glance at my watch, it reads 5:30 a.m. Oh, my shift is over. He takes my hand and presses a kiss to the back of it. His lips feel cold, yet the sensation sends heart heat racing through my body and straight to my heart. I know, such cute animals. Then, until we meet again, sweet human. After saying that, Jest walks towards the dark side of the stage and disappears. I finally returned to my small, miserable apartment. And what happened here today was truly something. Living puppets, and being treated like some kind of queen. What a strange day. I feel like I'm going crazy. Should I go back again tomorrow? This whole situation feels so creepy. Of course I have to go. My debt won't be paid by itself. I need the money. Looking for another job would be far too difficult for me right now. I don't know what will happen to me later. For now, I better get some sleep. I'm utterly exhausted. Oh my goodness. Seconds passed, then hours, days, weeks, months, years. It has been so very long since all of that faded away. And after so long, I finally found you. My queen. Your Majesty, I truly thank you for today. You've made me so unbearably happy. But will you come again tonight, won't you? Of course you will. There are still so many things we can do together. I simply couldn't bear it if you didn't. I'll teach you juggling. You said you wanted me to, didn't you? Then I'll teach you everything, every trick, every motion, until your hands move exactly the way mine do. Then I'll show you magic tricks, ones I promise will steal your breath away. Oh, and there will be so many puppets waiting for you to meet, to arrange, to belong where you want them. And then, we can dine together, sleep together, sing together, dance together, always together, and then, oh, sweet tart and cream, there are simply too many things we could do. I hardly know where to begin, as long as you never leave my side. Truly, what have you done to me, your majesty? I am beginning to believe you're a sorcerer of terrifying power. Even Wizzy, the royal mage, couldn't twist a heart like this. I scarcely recognize myself anymore, your majesty, but somehow I don't wish to go back. The kingdom needs you. I need you. No, I want you. I crave you, my queen. I've never felt anything this overwhelming before. I want you to stay. I want to stay by your side. Watch you breathe. Carve your image into my mind. Touch you, and perhaps sink even deeper into you, until there is nothing left but us. No. How improper of me, a mere jester touching his queen so boldly. But if you were to grant me permission, I would cherish every inch of you with the utmost devotion. Oh, my queen, I can hardly endure the wait to see you again. I wish time would rush forward, and yet freeze completely when I am with you. If only I could bend time itself, just for you. I'll take my leave now, my queen. May your dreams be filled with me. Well, so we're gonna go back and choose a different option. We kept silent the first time. This is the night. I hope we get to see more of the night. The night's my favorite, gonna be honest. Who are you? He didn't say anything back. I never imagined a situation where a puppet would speak to me. Nope. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go back. If it's just going to... Okay, let's see if we can run. Obviously, if we keep silent and who are you is gonna bring us to the same as before. Let's see if running works. Without a second thought, the illusion of choice, I know. Without a second thought, I spun around and ran straight towards my office. Once I reached it, I locked the door as quickly as I could. The puppet was really alive. It talked. Am I dreaming? I feel like I've lost my mind, or maybe I already have. I tried to calm myself down and slowly stepped backwards, but keeping my eye on the door. I braced myself for the puppet's arrival at my office. But even after 5 minutes passed, I heard nothing. Did the puppet not follow me? I was just about to feel relief when suddenly a hand covered my eyes. My entire body froze as I sensed someone standing behind me. Since when? I didn't dare scream or struggle. I was far too afraid. Huh? I expected you to scream, but it seems you're a good child. Far better than I anticipated. A soft voice whispered right against my ear. It's high-pitched, oddly playful, almost childlike. Then I feel another hand slowly rest on my shoulder, making me flinch. Easy now. The danger has passed. You may allow yourself to relax. Why don't you come with me for the time being? I assure you, I'm not someone you need to fear. After all, any guest who sets foot in this kingdom ought to be welcomed properly, wouldn't you agree? All right. Whoever is standing behind me sounds friendly enough. Still, it's probably best if I just go along with it. I know in my head. I like this picture. We didn't get this one. We got the knight instead. Oh. Excellent. Now come with me. That figure behind me guided me forward, leading me to where they want, while keeping my heads covered. We've arrived. Okay. So, I have a feeling. Hey, that's usually my line. He seems friendly. He seems friendly enough. Okay, so I forgot that that was a demo. But... Whoop. I'm actually... I like this. Pretty good for demo. Yeah, it is. I like the art, the concept, Kingdom of Marionettes. Of course, we're gonna play it. This came out last year, I believe. So I will keep a lookout for updates on the game, just like I'm doing with all the other visual novels that we do. It was fun. Honestly, I like where they went with it, to be honest. The creepy ending. Of course, we've seen that when it came to the Freak Circus. So, yeah, visual novels can be pretty silly fun. They are. I enjoy them. So, I'm surprised, you know, this is like the second... No, this is the third visual novel we've done where we've had the supposed yandere love interest lean over us in our sleep and whisper sweet nothings about how they want us. So, that's 3 nickels for us. I have a feeling we're going to find more, because I found a few more games like that, which is going to be fun. We will be continuing with online obsession this week, so don't worry. Okay, and that's going to be the end. Don't forget to tune in throughout the rest of the week for more content. For those of you who get to see this later, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell in the corner, and leave a comment down below. Wish to know what everyone thinks. Thank you guys again so much for watching. That was really fun. And until our next meeting, my lovely little dolls, bye-bye!